Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some more Nioh 3 with a demo. I've beat the final boss, but there's still a few extra things you can do, so I thought may as well try out frame generation and show you how the experience is. So I'm just going to go through the in-game settings that I'm using. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. I do have frame generation at 4x at the moment. No dynamic resolution scaling. I'm using 50% render resolution, so that's DLSS performance, which allows me to use DLSS 4.5 profile M. Thought I'd give it a try. So I'm just going to put the sharpness down because the DLSS 4.5's profile or model is pretty sharp by default, so there's no need for extra in-game sharpness. And you can see when you enable 4x frame gen, the frame cap goes all the way up to 480 FPS. Now in terms of in-game quality settings, you can see everything is completely maxed out where possible. Now cutscenes even get a 240 FPS cap raised from 60, so that's interesting. I wasn't aware that the cutscenes even go higher than 60. I'm not sure it would make much of a difference to the experience, but it's interesting to note. And finally, for the post effects, I've disabled motion blur, chromatic aberration, lens vignette, noise filter, and match band noise. I haven't really been able to find much information on this, but just having the word noise generally means it's a filter, something like film grain. So I'm just going to take it off just to have that nice clean image. And that is pretty much it. Everything is as good as it's going to look with these settings. I'm really enjoying Nioh 3. I enjoyed Nioh 2, of course. So as soon as this game comes out, I'm buying it. This is a good way to get people invested in the game. The demo is quite long, so you actually get to play a significant portion of the intro, and that gets people committed and invested. And I think if more companies did this, they may find that their day one sales or even pre-orders may go up. I'm definitely going to be buying this for sure. Now the game isn't much to look at, admittedly, but it's just about the gameplay for this really. If you like this type of game, you like the grind, you like the struggle, you won't really worry too much about how good the game looks.
ここより南西、舞坂の宿場からの知らせが途絶えたのだ。探りを入れたい。手を貸してはくれぬか。それがしはこれより立つ。向こうで落ち合おう。
Investigate Masaka Port. Speak with Tokugawa. Okay.
拙者と同じ猫股の加護か。殿の古きな竹千代を名乗るからには無様な振る舞いはせぬようにな。
Alright, speak out of turn.
竹千代か。今しがた知らせが入ってな。遠海の要衝二俣城が武田の猛攻を受けておるようだ。あの城を失えば敗戦は必至。何としても守らねば。されど我らは武田の本体に備え浜松を離れるわけにはいかぬ。すまぬが代わりに救援へ出向いてくれ。二俣城はここより北東の山あい。頼んだぞ、竹千代。
Says purchase the retail version is required to access the rest of the game. Save data from your demo version can be carried over to the retail version. Would you like to proceed to the purchase? Not right now. But the point is, everything that you've grinded for, everything that you've earned on this demo, you get to carry over. So that's good. It's not just effort that's going to be thrown away. But there are some other things you can do, like on the map. So hopefully they'll let me out the castle so I can go and do that. Oh, it's dark as hell in here. Once we've essentially kind of cleared the evil away from this place, there's not really any enemies about, it seems. Surely there's still some more enemies around. Yeah, there's still a few. Right, he doesn't see me coming. Oh, he sees me, so there's the element of surprise. Let's go then. Okay, they're all done. What do we have over here? This is the crucible I was after. I guess you can just attack it or grab it. I'm not too sure how it works. Crucible spike destroyed. Maximum spirit force increased by 2 point. Okay. They do give you quite a lot of ground that you can cover. Let's use my ninja stance on this guy. Burnt him to a crisp. Oh, it's just you. User merit. That's actually pretty important because when you're in that demon realm, helps like upping your health from degrade depending on what level you get it to. Well, frame generation works pretty well on this game. Plus you do feel that sense of smoothness, even though like obviously they're not real frames. But when you're at like 400 plus, you can see, look, the latency is in the 15 milliseconds, 12 millisecond range. So it still feels super responsive. These are low level guys. May as well bring along a companion once I get enough Choco cups. Alright, let's see if I can assassinate this dude. Oh, someone see me. Get on. Too much ninjutsu for you. I'm just curious to see how much VRAM I'm using. So I'm using around 11 gigabytes because when you use frame generation, you do use a little bit more VRAM than if you wasn't. So that's something to keep in mind. But honestly, most cards do come with 12 gigabytes nowadays. Damn, that thing looks pretty strong. I'm gonna switch to my samurai stance. I want to try and get a back attack on this if I can. The size of this thing. Yeah, I'm too far away. Alright, I was able to. Oh no, he didn't notice me. I've got something for you. How'd you like that? I use my guardian spirit, you got no chance. That sword is big. And he's strong as well. Really strong. Yeah, you gotta watch out for your reach. Well, let's try pulling something to help me out here. hard to get this guy. Damn, it's crazy strong. Formidable enemy defeated. That was a good fight. Enjoyed that. Luckily I had my guardian spirit at the start, because that gave me just about enough to take it down. I'm not going to bore you with checking what equipment I got. I probably got some nice new loot, but we'll check that out another time. Still got to make my way to my destination. Well, there might be something else here that I haven't checked out. Alright, so I got some samurai locks so I can learn some more moves. Again, I'll do all of that stuff in my own time. But I could use a companion. I don't have to fight any more things like that. So I'm going to try and get some more Choco Cups. Eat some of these guys. Decent stamina, and you can parry as well. I got one Choco Cup for that. I think I need 2 to at least summon someone. Actually, this will do. Level 17, pretty low, but I only need them to serve as a distraction, really. Alright, let's keep moving. Find a way around. I don't know if it's just my OLED, but the black levels, it looks a little bit not correct. Maybe I should change the saturation or something, but I don't know how it's gonna come out in the video. It looks a little washed and it should be a little bit darker, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, the game's playing perfectly smooth, as you can see. See if this is, I don't believe I've activated this shrine, so I'm gonna go down there and do that. Just really grab this first. Activating as many shrines as you can just gives you the opportunity to sort of fast travel a lot better. We got one of these. These lead you to different places, usually to like a reward. But I'm just going to activate the shrine first. And probably use my experience. I want to level up. No point in losing this. Okay, let's do up our magic. Get that to level 10. Let's follow this thing. Where are you taking me? This one's taking me pretty far. Okay, how the hell do I get up here? I got a Okay, so all of that for samurai locks. That's worth it actually, to be fair. Right, let's continue to get to my destination. This game feels a lot more open than Nioh 2. Appreciate that as well, because it gives you the sense to kind of go and do what you want for a bit. Oh, geez, merit. There's definitely going to be enemies around here. I'm ready. About to hit this thing. Let's keep an eye out for more flyers. Ninjutsu is pretty good against these things. They're pretty weak against the wind. There's a shrine over here. That's good. We grab this. So there's actually a mission, side mission I was able just to get by speaking to that spirit. We'll go and deal with that side mission another time. Just want to focus on doing the enemy base and doing this last crucible. Too far away. Doing good so far. There's the big guy. Like that. Not over yet, or is it? That one was pretty easy. They usually send a really big one towards the end. A crucible spike destroyed, maximum spirit force increased by 2. Nice. Some sacred water. There's usually a there's a base nearby actually. I need to go and deal with. I think I could have done this a bit earlier, so I'm a little bit overpowered it seems for this, but it's fine. There's plenty of challenges ahead, so I'm not going to worry about it. Right, Right, there's the base. Let's go and do it. We just gotta wonder, how do we get there? Tai Chi Arts. Okay, so the castle's that way. We gotta find another way. Can't jump down, that's for sure. Almost got my guardian spirit, so I fancy my chances if there's a massive boss waiting for me. Right, this is the way. That was weird. It was almost like that lantern or that bonfire was flickering. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Could be a result frame generation, I'm not sure. It's worth noting though. There's a chest here, but where is it? Must be like around here somewhere. Just not quite on this level. Alright, let's go. So you gotta just defeat one of 6 enemies and then you get the control of the base. Bam, ambush. Okay, that's 2 out of 6. Although this game is slightly better looking than Nioh 2, the game hasn't come a long way graphically. Again, it's not the main thing about this game, but you know, you can't forgive people for thinking that the devs didn't do enough. Okay. There are 3 more now. One more to go. I wonder where it's hiding. Somehow this thing hasn't seen me. Alright, we got the base.
助かった。大事な隠しを奪われたままでは家康様に顔向けできんからな。さて、一風呂浴びて。いや、私にはもうかなわぬのだったか。どうか私の分まで使っていってくれ。ここからの眺めは格別だぞ。景色に見惚れすぎて崖から落ちるなよ。
That was actually the side mission I picked up earlier, so that worked out. Another samurai locks. Okay, all done. So that was just a look at Nioh 3 using 4x frame generation. Works amazing. You can see the latency is really low, so you're not going to have issues like doing parrying or dodging or anything like that. Doesn't seem to cause any artifacts. There was that slight weird issue with the lights in that cave, but I'm not too sure if that was a result of frame gen and not the game itself. But regardless, I think the implementation works pretty well, especially if you want to feel like you're not playing at 60 or 120 FPS capped. It does kind of help alleviate that feeling, so they've done a good job there. That's pretty much it for me, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.